Hello there.
This is where the fun begins.
What's up, guys? Unofficial Star Wars here. Hope you're all doing well, and in this video we are going to be discussing just about everything that we know about the Acolyte. We are going to go ahead and hop right on into it. In this video we are going to be taking a read from the Direct's article. I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well. As a read, the Acolyte is coming to Disney+, and fairly soon, and fans are eager to learn more about this new and unprecedented Star Wars show. Created by Leslie Headland and starring Amanda Steinberg, The Acolyte was first announced in December of 2020 as a part of Lucasfilm's upcoming Disney Plus slate. Fans finally caught a first look at the show at Star Wars Celebration this year, sparking a new considerable anticipation for this 8-episode season of Sith and Jedi storytelling set within a largely unexplored Star Wars era. So the good news for The Acolyte as of right now, into the regards of all the different Hollywood strikes that are going on, which is really only two, don't confuse yourself. It's the Writers Guild of America strike with the SAG-AFTRA actor strike that has been going on. Both of these have been causing a number of delays now within Hollywood. So the good news about The Acolyte into the regards of its release date is that it seems that it's still going to be releasing next year in 2024, as they seem to have wrapped up their production and filming. Back in March of this year, Disney CEO Bob Iger had confirmed that The Acolyte is going to air on Disney Plus in 2024 as well. And while rumors point toward a second quarter debut, Disney and Lucasfilm have yet to announce a specific release date, and due to the ongoing WGA and SAG-AFTRA strikes, as I had mentioned, it's unlikely that it would be anytime soon for a release date into the regards of by the end of this year or early next year, as it was kind of originally being anticipated for. The Acolyte began filming in late of last year, 2022, with the show star Jodie Turner-Smith teasing its epic nature and nothing anyone has ever seen before inside of that universe. With that being said, The Acolyte has a lot to live up to. However, for what we're seeing here and thinking right now is that The Acolyte will be coming out next year, 2024, not facing any major delays, as the show was able to wrap up filming prior to the industry-wide production halts and delays, meaning it could remain on schedule if strikers and studios can reach an agreement in the near future. One thing to the regards of a lot of these ongoing strikes is that a lot of studios have projects, movies, and shows alike that are actually complete, but they don't want to move them forward into actually releasing them because they believe that they'll be missing out on a lot of marketing and promoting for these projects, movies, and shows, because their actors won't be able to promote for them, talking and discussing in interviews and doing a red carpet premiere and things of that nature. It's the Star Wars franchise. This has to be considerably one of the biggest franchises in the world. If they don't have a red carpet premiere, kind of like they did with Ahsoka, they are still ways around it, like a fan red carpet kind of premiere type of thing like they did for Ahsoka, and I'm bound that people will hear about this for sure, because it's Star Wars, it's Disney, who doesn't know of those two? What is The Acolyte actually about, into the regards of its plot details though, however? Aside from its release date and everything of that nature, what is the show even about? The Acolyte is about the Sith, set in the High Republic era of Star Wars before the prequel trilogy, exactly around 100 years before the events of the Skywalker saga with the Phantom Menace. Both Leslie Headland, the show writer, and the show star Daphne Keane have both said that the show is a Sith-led story, which has never been done before exactly with Star Wars. Still, that's not to say that there won't be Jedi. In fact, Headland claims that Disney Plus show will feature more Jedi than any other Star Wars project, even Attack of the Clones with the Battle of Geonosis, which I am so here for. I believe that sounds incredible. But since The Acolyte is essentially a prequel to the prequels, the showrunner noted that it's the best time to explore Star Wars from the perspective of the bad guys, and when they're the underdogs. Saying that in quote, and I was like, I think if you want to explore Star Wars from the perspective of the bad guys, the best time to do it is when the bad guys are widely outnumbered, when they actually are essentially the underdogs, for lack of a better term. So this would be that era, ending that quote right there. This was a tease and a quote from a couple of months ago in a past interview. Moving on, who is the cast in The Acolyte? The Acolyte has quite a cast. The leading star of this Star Wars show is Amanda Steinberg, who's expected to be playing a former Jedi Padawan who reunites with her Jedi Master to solve a series of crimes. However, there is speculation that Steinberg may also be playing a twin version of her own character, and one one who chooses a different path of the dark side. While that remains to be seen, Steinberg is far from the Acolyte's only force-wielding star, as she's confirmed to be joined by Squid Game's Lee Jung-jae, Daphne Keane from Logan, and The Matrix Carrie-Anne Moss, with so many more talented actors a part of the cast as well. The official cast for the Acolyte consists of Amanda Steinberg, Lee Jung-jae, Manny Jacinto, Daphne Keane, Abigail Thorne, Jodie Turner-Smith, Rebecca Henderson, Charlie Barnett, Dean Charles Chapman, Carrie-Anne Moss, and Junice Suotamo, who plays Chewbacca in the newer Star Wars movies, throughout the sequel trilogy, and in Solo, a Star Wars story, to actually also return for the Acolyte playing a Jedi Wookiee, which sounds so excitingly amazing and cool to see. Fans should expect further information and details about these brand new characters closer to the show's actual premiere sometime next year. And as I had touched on a little bit earlier on in this video on for when the Acolyte is actually taking place during the Star Wars timeline, in a recent departure from the likes of The Mandalorian or Andor, shows both set between different eras within the Skywalker saga, the Acolyte takes place during the High Republic era, which is roughly around 100 years prior to the events of The Phantom Menace, the movie. While the High Republic era has been explored to print and over other Star Wars mediums with books and comics and novels, it has yet to be seen on screen within live action, and that's exactly what the Acolyte will finally be giving us. According to Leslie Headland, terms like the Renaissance or the Age of Enlightenment were used in terms of the Acolyte, and audiences can expect to see these pristine gold and white Jedi uniforms because of how little they're getting into skirmishes during this time in actual battles. And finally, into the regards of maybe the biggest question about the Acolyte. When is the trailer actually going to be coming out? The Acolyte's first teaser, which was actually premiered exclusively at Star Wars Celebration just this year, exclusively to attendees, of course it's leaked around here on the internet, I bet you can find it, was exclusive to the event itself and has been yet to release online officially from Lucasfilm or Disney. Just when Lucasfilm intends to drop the show's first teaser, followed by its first trailer, is unknown, and likely hinges on the show's release date at this point. If the second quarter releases rumors are to be believed and actually come out to be true, May 3rd is the obvious date for the show's premiere, as it's a Friday, and the day prior to May the 4th, Star Wars Day. If so, and if Lucasfilm plans to follow the same marketing patterns as Ahsoka or any other live-action Star Wars show thus far, the Acolyte's first public teaser could drop at the end of this year, since Ahsoka's original teaser premiered during April, the Star Wars Celebration, earlier this year, a little more than 4 months ahead of its August of this year premiere on Disney+. This could be followed by the show's full trailer in March of next year, 2024, given that Lucasfilm has dropped Ahsoka's first trailer in July of this year, roughly 40 days ahead of its Disney+ premiere. However, since the Acolyte is a brand new Star Wars property, and without the same name recognition as Ahsoka, or really any other, I feel like, show of that matter, like Obi-Wan Kenobi or Boba Fett, Lucasfilm could unveil the trailer a few weeks earlier, especially during the 2024 Super Bowl as well would be a prime time to release it. As I had mentioned, because this is something that's new and fresh and not necessarily everybody knows about it. However, though, still, due to the current situation in Hollywood being in honest shambles and the ongoing strikes, marketing is particularly uncertain and may be impossible to predict for the Acolyte. Although the good news, as I had mentioned earlier on in this video, is that it does seem to still be releasing next year in 2024. What we're eyeing is for a second quarter debut, which would probably be in the springtime of next year, maybe March, April, or May. This year all being said, let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. I would love to hear what you guys are all thinking. What do you want to see with the Acolyte? I would love to hear all of your thoughts and opinions, your overall theories in the comment section down below. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been Unofficial Star Wars. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. May the Force be with you as always. Peace out.